Switch a road to burn up. A couple partners leaning, we double cup the syrup. Ain't no trouble about the stir up.
What is good, everybody? Welcome to my first night here. I'm your host, the Godfather, aka Big Blue Ant. How's everybody doing tonight? Looks like we got some people up here on Twitch, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Let's see what's going on. Back in the chat. See if anybody's coming in. So this may take a little bit of getting used to because, again, this is my first show. I see 3 people on, but I'm not necessarily seeing everything. Here we go. Austin is in here. What is up, my guy? Trying to figure out. Let me get the see if I can get the everything working properly. Can you guys hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up or just let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Kind of going through this. Little microphone going on here. Thanks, Austin. I appreciate you, buddy. So let me see if I can find a link. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight that's here. I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate a lot of you guys that helped me push into this. It's going to take some time to get used to doing this stuff. So used to popping in and out of Sneaky show, and shout out to Sneaky. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Fuego James for letting me have his song there. I believe it's called Keep It 100. That's going to be my intro and outro for a little while. So we'll see what's going on. Brandon, what is up, my guy? What's up, brother? So I'm trying to figure out. It was easy to figure out how to do the link. But let me see. Learn more. Trying to figure it out. Oh, here we go. Invite. That would help, huh? So let me just get this in here. Send this out to you guys. Got Bleed Blue up in here. What is good? What is good? So how you guys feeling tonight? What's going on? Let's get this rough going underway here. Let's talk about some Giants football. Right now, I appreciate what Dave Gettleman's doing and what the Mara and Tisch families are letting the Giants do. A lot of stuff going on. As you guys know, big time free agent signings, so on and so forth. And, just want to, push through, man. I want the season to get going, man. I want to see what this team's about. I want to see what we can get going in here. On paper, and I hate using those words, on paper is disgusting. To me, it's disgusting because I've heard so many times the words on paper and it never panned out. I mean, you look at the Eagles a few years ago. They had what Vince Young was calling the dream team. Now, I won't do that, and I hope none of the Giants players do that. It was kind of like a bad luck for him to say that because that team never panned out. And again, living in the Philadelphia area, I tend to follow Philly sports a little more, which is probably why the Eagles and the Flyers are my most hated Philly teams. I don't have a problem with the Phillies. I kind of root for the Phillies here and there as long as they're not playing the Yankees. And I root for the Sixers here and there as long as they're not playing the Knicks. And it's a little harder to root for the Sixers because they are in our division. So it's a little harder to kind of root for them. But, I like the Sixers. They're not bad. I grew up watching them. My uncle was a diehard Giants fan and a Sixers fan. Go figure. So I did watch the Sixers a lot. Got to see their last title with Dr. J, Moses Malone, guys like that. I'm a little older than a lot of you guys. Look at this. Here's my guy. Right off the bat. Come on now. Come on, guys. Does it get any better than that? Go Yankees. I know we started off slow. It's a long season, guys. And All you Phillies fans, get off my back. You guys started off hot. It's fine. It's a long season. So, I don't know. Let's try and bring on some people, guys. I put the link in there. Seems like I put the link up for YouTube and Twitch. So come on in, guys. Appreciate it. And then let's get some guys on. Look at my boy Austin. What is up, guy? How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, there we go.
Look at that headband. Look at that headband. Is that the Danny Dimes one?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. I love it. I had
the Saquon one on yesterday.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I like them. I like the players' names on them. I'm kind of holding out for them to get a licensing because I think that's the problem. They have a licensing with the MLB right now, but I want them to get a licensing with the NFL because I want to get it like, the old school Giants, kind of like this across it, or the NY, or something like that. I appreciate you, and believe me, I'm not knocking your headband there, but I'm a firm believer, and I'm old school to where I'm more of a fan of the name on the front of the jersey than I am the name on the back. Like I had said repeatedly in some of my Facebook lives and stuff that, as much as I love Saquon Barkley, and but I agree with Dave Gettleman, man. I would not have given him a contract after such an injury like that. You want to see how he plays. You want to see how the knee holds up. You want to be able to evaluate him because if it's not worth it,
come back and buckle.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's not worth it, you want to let him go. You got to let him go. You know what I mean? You can't keep paying a guy that's not going to be that guy. I mean, hopefully,
in my opinion, though, I honestly don't see it happening.
I don't either. Saquon's a workhorse, but also that can flip flop on him too, because Saquon is also one of those guys that can work it and overwork it. I'm hoping he reached out to Adrian Peterson, because Adrian Peterson is a great story when it comes to same injury. Came back, and I mean the guy is old, old.
Is he still playing, or did he retire?
I don't think he retired yet. I think he's actually still on the last
Lions.
Team he was on
was it
the
Lions?
I think he still might be on the roster. I could be wrong on that. If there's any Lions fans in here, please chime in, guys. I'm looking for you. The throwback Panthers logo just looks like a 4-year-old. I appreciate that. I love that. That's awesome. So I don't know. It's kind of rough. Like you can see in my background, I'm actually in my garage right now, guys. There's no place really to set up. I did order a Giants backdrop, so hopefully next week I'll have that up. You'll see the Giants helmet and Giants logo behind me, covering up all the garage stuff. So for now, we'll call it, Made Sports with the Godfather in the dungeon.
Yeah, I guess so. I had to get these headbands. Those are the only ones I could find really that I liked.
Nah, they're cool. I mean, I like them. I like them. You know what it is too? I have bad luck when it comes to jerseys and stuff like that, like ordering things with people's names on them. And I'll tell you why. Because every time I've ever ordered something with a player's name, and it scares me now because I have a Saquon Barkley jersey, they end up getting traded, hurt, or something just happens where they don't end up on a team. I got bad luck like that. It's happened with every NBA jersey I've ever had, NFL jerseys, stuff like that.
It's just our luck, right? Crazy. I mean, it's just our luck as fans.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at this. We got an Arizona fan in here. Oh, Papa Smurf from Twitch. What's going on, man? Hope it's all well. Hope everybody's good. Hope you're enjoying the first.
What do you think the Giants are going to do at 11?
Dude, honestly, all right. What I think they're going to do, I think if because now I'm hearing a lot that Kyle Pitts probably won't get out of the top 7.
I hear Jerry Jones loves him.
I don't know. Like
they don't need a tight end. They need more either offense or defense.
You know what? I think in the offseason here they bolstered up on their defense quite a bit, which is good for them. Jerry Jones is smart when it comes to bringing players on. Where I think Jerry Jones has a problem at being an owner is he likes to tamper too much in what the coaches do. I'm not cool with that. When it comes to drafting players and stuff like that and wanting to pick players up in free agency, I don't have a problem with that. It makes sense that the owner would put his hand in. But when it comes to games, you hear too many stories about Jerry Jones dipping his hand in the pile. It's not cool. It's not cool. I wouldn't want it done to me. You know what I mean?
It's annoying.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like overstepping your boundaries with like your like something that's going on.
Oh
Basically,
yeah, absolutely.
I was trying to relate it, but I couldn't.
Yeah. But as far as like again going back to the Giants draft picks, um, if I don't see the Giants moving up, they're not.
Mm-mm.
I see them if they move up, it'll be like something from the second round to maybe the end of the first round. I don't see that happening this year either. The Giants are in a really good spot. They can go any way they want. Uh, I think their biggest need, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I think what everybody else thinks is that their biggest need is defensive end. I don't think that's their biggest need. I think their biggest need is still on offensive line. I still think we have to bolster up guys. Now, I'm hearing a lot of people, and I'm looking at the draft. I'm looking at the offensive linemen coming out of college, and there are some guys you can probably pick up in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that, but there's too many things being brought up about the guys that a lot of us Giants fans have been, rooting for and pulling for, like Gregory Rousseau. I'm hearing now there's character issues.
Really?
Micah Parsons out of Penn State. There's also talks about
There's
character issues.
locker room issues. Yeah,
Yeah, and the Giants really
they
don't
don't need that.
They don't. But here's the thing. Here's the difference in the Giants this year. We have a coach that's no nonsense. I think we have a coach that if drafted these type of players would try and get them under control. Now it's just a matter of Joe Judge looking at these guys and going, do I think these guys will listen enough to where I can break them of their bad habits? Or are these guys pretty much going to have that rookie mentality of, I made it here. I'm going to do what I want. This is my life, that kind of thing. I like to think players today aren't like that. But who knows? There's plenty of players out there that are like that. For the most part, they're not rookies. But again, we've seen so many things with former Giants players, whether it be backup players, bench guys, practice squad players. Who was the last one? Davis Webb. All the instances with him, blowing past cops on the Jersey Turnpike, getting ticketed, drinking and driving, stuff like that. And I'm not sure if that's what he was doing, but I think it was brought up that he was drinking and driving, which is why he was blowing the speed limit. But
sorry, I had to go on mute for a second.
Oh no, that's okay. Bleed Blue brings up a
there's
player.
Actually there's this one guy from Alabama we learned. But he's not a need that we need, but I really like him. His name's Landon Dickerson. Have you heard of him?
I've heard of him. I think he.
I like him. The only thing though is he's a center, and we don't need that.
No. And this is another thing. If you watch the Giants, I'll bring that up in a second here. I'm going to leave it up there for you, Bleed Blue. But when it comes to the Giants' offensive line, Dave Gettleman, I even think the Giants' ownership and a little bit of what I've seen last year, I think Joe Judge, the whole organization is on the same page with hiring guys to play offensive line that can move from spot to spot to spot. And I like that. That because then you don't have to worry about drafting this guy or drafting that guy. You can work with guys to teach them more than one spot. And
that's what I like.
The downfall of that is you saw what happened with Eric Flowers over the years. It never really panned out. They moved him to 3 different spots and he never really, he ended up being a better player when he went to Washington. And I forget where he ended up.
Same with Bobby Hart, right?
Yeah, Bobby Hart. Actually, I believe Bobby Hart just signed a pretty big contract.
Oh, where did he go? Didn't he go to Ravens?
I think so. I think it was either. I know it was one of the bird teams, but I can't remember if it was Arizona or the Ravens. I think you're right with the Ravens.
I could be wrong, but if Bleed knows that, then drop it down in the comment.
But again, Bleed with the the good follow up here with we learned from DeAndre Baker. For everybody that doesn't remember.
Yep, DeAndre.
That was a character issue. Even though it was proven that he had nothing to do with anything, the biggest problem with that was he put himself in a bad spot.
Same with Eli Apple.
Yeah, they put themselves in bad areas where there was a chance to get in trouble, especially when your rookie year. I could see. And again, there's no excuse for it, but I could see older players maybe ending up at a party. I mean, you look at Plaxico Burress. I mean, we were on tap to possibly have another Super Bowl run after that first one, first one against the Patriots because of the way we were playing and the team was still together. And then Plax went and shot himself in the leg. I mean, that kind of ruined things. Like, it's the off-season crazy stuff that can get you. It's just. It bites you in the butt. And if you're one of those people that put yourself in a bad position, you're going to be looked at that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But the way we're going now is phenomenal. I like it.
Yeah, oh yeah, and you know,
Ever since Joe Judge stepped foot in that office, I knew something was going right.
hell yeah, and it's hard because I know a lot of us fans, you know, had to wait a little bit before we gave Joe Judge his credit, and rightfully so. I mean, you look at the two hands we were dealt before he got here. You know what I mean? Pat Shermer with you know,
Don't talk about those.
I mean, it's upsetting to me because I'll be honest with you. I was happy when Pat Shermer came to the team. I thought he was going to do some things, at least on the offensive end, maybe change some stuff up. And it just never panned out. And it's a shame because Pat Shermer is a really good offensive coordinator. I mean, I rank him up there with Jason Garrett. I think Jason Garrett is a hell of an offensive coordinator. You know, I mean, Garrett ended up being somewhat better of a head coach than Shermer, but Shermer just never panned out as a head coach. I mean, he had 2 shots at it and did next to nothing with it. It's just
exactly.
It's sad. Yeah, it's sad to see, man.
He was just he just wasn't fit for our organization.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And
Mac, I think McAdoo got a bad rap. I think I don't like what he did with Eli. That whole situation was BS right off the bat. But the problem I don't have with it is it was at a point where Eli was really starting to make his regressions. And again, it could have been blamed on the offensive line, just like what's going on with Daniel Jones right now. We didn't have good offensive lines, you know, after Eli's 2 Super Bowls. You know, the guys started retiring or moving on and stuff like that. I mean, I venture out to say that one of our best last good, like solid offensive linemen, other than, you know, Zeitler, which we, you know, just let go, guys like that, I think was Justin Pugh. And he ended up going to Arizona because the Giants didn't want to pay him. And a lot of people argue that, but
he's a good player. I mean,
yeah, he is a good player. He's a good player. He's definitely a player we could have built a little more around. But
he would have helped the rookies a lot.
Oh yeah,
adapt.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at the things that McAdoo is trying to do, and it makes more sense now that it's all over. But it would have made more sense if we would have known a lot of this while he was still our head coach. Like he was the one pushing to get Pat Mahomes. I mean, which just never. I mean, he was trying to get the Giants to trade up. Had they have traded up, Pat Mahomes would be our quarterback right now. I highly believe that.
You
know,
like Sneaky was saying.
Yeah, and we ended up with Butterfingers. You know, Evan Ingram. I mean, again, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't even thinking Pat Mahomes. I was still riding out the Eli Manning thing, but like,
how would you have felt though if we got him?
Pat Mahomes? I don't know. And the reason I don't know is we don't know what type of player Pat Mahomes would have been without an offensive line. He came into a system with a decent offensive line, and they built it since he's been there. You know, Daniel Jones came onto a team where we're still trying to piece things together. He came onto a team where, and again, people are going to kill us for this all the time, and I don't care because facts are facts. Daniel Jones came into a system, a broken system. Then coming into that broken system, that system got broken again because we had to get rid of Shermer. And then we came into a new system. Now, Joe Judge's system seems to be working now after Daniel's second, full year. You know, the only excuses Daniel Jones has now is no excuses. There really aren't any excuses.
Now it's a make or break year.
And again, I think that the Giants, if they're going to be smart, have to go offensive line. I really do. We have to go out and get, I don't think Sewell's going to be there. I don't think we're going to trade up to get him. I do have
a target that you have in mind. Do you have any, or
as far as offensive line? I like what's his name? Vera Tucker out of USC. I like him. The only issue I have with
Elijah Tucker.
Yeah, Elijah Vera
I've
Tucker.
Heard of him. Yep.
Yeah. Is that he has he doesn't have a big wingspan, so his footwork's got to be pretty quick, and he's got to be a pretty quick person, because if he gets an edge rusher or somebody coming around on him,
you better hold him down.
Yeah, you got to have to be that type of lineman. You have to have bigger arms. But again, he's proven himself in college, and again, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen in the pros. He could end up being better. He could end up being worse. And a lot of these kids get a real bad reality check when they come to the pros because the game is much faster, it's much stronger, it's much harder. And again, they're learning a whole new system, for the most part. There are some exceptions to the rule out there where these kids come out of college and the offense or defense, depending on what you're looking at, schemes are similar to what they were in college.
Yeah. So,
that's what it's looking like. Again, I'd go offensive line, but
but whatever.
The rumblings are that
any options, great.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Everything I've seen so far is it still looks like the Giants will be looking
Waddle.
at Waddle or Smith.
I see in one of the actually mock drafts. Wait, I think the mock draft. Yeah, it was a mock draft. They had Devontae Smith going to us still.
Yeah.
I don't see him. I mean, maybe, but
you know what? I was talking to somebody on one of my Facebook pages who I do talk with offline occasionally, and he was telling me, and he made a lot of sense too. Like, okay, we still have Sterling Shepard, we still have Slayton, we still have Pettis, we still have Austin Mack, we now have Kenny Galladay and John Ross. Okay, you got to look at it this way: Kenny Galladay is going to be here for a few years. We have that solidified. He's our number one guy. We know that. As for Slayton and Shepard, their contracts are coming up. I don't know if they have 1 or 2 more years
Shepard
left.
is after this year, and isn't Slayton still on his rookie?
Yeah, I think he may be the year after.
He got drafted same year as Jones, which was 2019.
Yeah, a few years ago. So
that's coming up.
He's got another year or two as well. So having said that, what he said to me was, why not grab a Waddle or a Smith for the future? And my feeling is, okay, if we're going to do that, why not go Bateman?
Who?
Bateman. A big, strong wide receiver. I don't think it would hurt, especially if you're considering bringing back a Slayton or a Shepard, because you'll still have that slant guy. You know what I'm saying? And then who knows what's going to – I think the Giants are going to shock us as long as they don't take a kicker, which I don't think they will because they just re-signed Grant.
They do that, I'm going to fall out of my chair.
Yeah. I don't see it happening, but there's strange things. One thing I have been intrigued about and have heard about is the Giants possibly trading back. Now, word has it that the Patriots are looking to move up into the number 11 spot, so we would move back.
The Patriots are going after a QB,
possibly.
If they were to trade up,
I think that Justin Fields or Mac Jones could be there at 11.
I hear Mac Jones is and Mel Kiper's. He's going to the Niners.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. But we're going to hear 9 million things.
Can't believe all this.
No,
all comes down to the teams making their decisions.
So what I'm hearing is they're going to trade back with the Patriots. Patriots are going to move up to 11. We're going to move back to 15 for maybe a second and or a fourth round pick from the Patriots, because I believe the Patriots have quite a bit of picks. But I'm hearing if the Giants move back, one of the names that's being brought up, I forget the kid's name, but he's a linebacker at Notre Dame.
Jeremiah K. Yeah. I'll just say Jeremiah K. Asawula or something
Yeah, that's part of the reason I forgot his name. But yeah, they're, like his name's being brought up for the Giants, and that wouldn't be a bad thing. Listen, when people hear linebacker instead of defensive end, you got to understand the Giants play in a system where linebackers technically are your defensive ends. I mean, you look at Lorenzo Carter before he got hurt last year. He played a lot on the end. He was our speed rusher. And then you take another player. And again, this is why the Giants may not go. Yeah, you got O'Shea Jimenez.
You got Blake Martinez, a killer out there.
Yeah, no, exactly. And to pair another linebacker with Martinez.
Ooh, man.
I mean, first of all, this kid comes out of Notre Dame. We know those guys know their playbooks. They
Brian Kelly. He's a great coach. He always will be.
Yeah.
He has a great system.
Well,
I mean, not
in the pros.
No, not in the pros. I mean, I'm just saying he has a great system down there where he's coaching, and he always, what's the word for it? Trains his players right. There you go.
No, absolutely. Hey, guys, I see a couple of you in the backstage. I will be getting to you guys. Me and Austin are a little bit of a rapport here, and we're talking some good stuff, but I will get to you guys. Mike, I see you back there. Papa Smurf, I see you back there, so I haven't forgot about you guys.
How many people, this is off topic, but how many people could you bring on?
As many people. At a time, I believe it's 10 because I am paying for this.
Okay.
So StreamYard's pretty cool, man. I gotta say the setup is pretty nice. I don't know if any of you guys caught my intro. I did the 30-second thing.
I did, bro.
I did the 30-second thing because I'm basically giving everybody a minute to get in. So what I do is I do the 30-second thing and then I do my intro. What'd you think of the intro? Be honest.
It was awesome, actually. I'm
You
not
like
lying.
it? I
Dead
appreciate
serious.
it.
I love
Mike, I
that.
appreciate the thumbs up, buddy. I see you. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. My daughter actually put that together within like 5 minutes. She actually did some of that because my daughter's in college. Just
Did
like
she do
you.
the editing and stuff?
Yeah, she did all that
Tell
for
her
me.
I said great job.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna add some more stuff and see what happens. But yeah, no, you know what, man, I appreciate you coming on. I thank you. All the talks we have off the air, man, I consider you a friend, not just a follower. Or,
Brother.
Yeah, man, yeah, exactly. You're like
It's the
my younger
giant.
brother, man, and I
Yeah.
appreciate you. But
I wouldn't be mad if the Giants were to get that guy from Notre Dame because, like we were saying, you pair him with Martinez, and you got Carter coming back. You got Zimenez. Man, our defense could be looking ugly this year.
I love it, man. I like what I'm saying, but again, it's like I said earlier in the
It's all written on paper, and now they just gotta
put it on the field. That's what it's
Yep.
all about. Listen, I don't have an outro, guys. I will not do that, not yet.
What do you want me to say? Just let's go Giants?
Nah, dude, you don't have to say anything.
Okay.
Man. You don't have to say anything. We'll get to that when the time is right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, because I don't want to bring fans on here and not have them say. Sneaky gets a kick out of it. I get a kick out of it with Sneaky too, but I haven't found my niche in that area yet. I haven't found a saying that I always say. Listen, guys, if you hear me saying something that you think is funny that I always say, let me know. I might use that. Who knows? But for now, man, it was really good having you on, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Almost a half hour with me, man. I appreciate you too, and I look forward to talking to you soon, man.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you. All right. Let's get Papa Smurf on because he's been waiting for a little bit. Papa Smurf, what's good, brother?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good, man. How you enjoying the first almost half hour of my first show?
I'm actually enjoying it a lot. It's my first podcast I'm listening to ever, so.
Oh, so you haven't clocked in the Sneaky G-Man?
No, I've not.
Oh, you got to check him out. The NFC East brothers are doing their show too. I do have to plug them out. They're like my younger brothers. Sneaky's a little more my age, so our shows might look a little bit the same. I'm a little more brash than Sneaky is. I guess that's why the kids call me the Godfather. That's where I actually got that name. Most of the people in here know me as Big Blue Ant, but I'll take the Godfather. I think it's a lot of times too. They see the Italian horn. I am Italian, but yeah, I'm from Jersey. I'm your typical Italian Jersey boy. So I'm not Jersey Shore type, but if the shoe fits, I guess I'll wear it.
Yeah.
So what's up with you, man? Who's your teams? I think you said
the Cardinals. Yeah.
Cardinals, man. How you feel about what they're doing right now?
I like what they're doing right now. Interesting.
I haven't really. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead. It's fine.
No, I haven't really followed the Cardinals too much with all the stuff the Giants have been going through. That's been my main focus. And lately, I've been a little bit more on the baseball with with what's going on with the Yankees because I am an avid Yankee fan. And if you didn't catch me earlier in the show, I did admit that I'm somewhat of a Phillies fan. I do have a lot of Phillies fans, friends, and I actually do like the Sixers somewhat too. As long as they're not playing my Knicks and the Phillies ain't playing my Yankees, I'll root for them guys. But I loathe, Sneaky had a show on this, I loathe the Flyers and the E-Girls. Can't stand them. Mike is cringing right now. But yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's all love. One thing I will say all the time, you know what? This might be my outro when I let you guys go. I might do the famous hashtag, hate the team, love the fans. That's what I might have you guys say on your way out, man. It's positive and it promotes positivity, and I'm all about that. And you guys will soon find out that I can be a bit of a prick here and there. I deal with my anger issues every now and then, but I try to be fair to everybody. And even on one of my TikToks today, when announcing I was coming on the show, I basically let people know I'm not that guy. I'm good with the 3 strikeout rule. You want to come on my show and clown me, I'll deal with it 3 times. But if you get disrespectful, you're out. I'll ban you. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. I want this to be an everybody show. My expertise and again, it's not really expertise. We'll call it fandom expertise, is within my Yankees, Giants, Knicks, and Rangers. I do know a little bit more about the Philly sports teams because, again, I live literally 20 to 25 minutes north of the Philly, venues for their sports teams. So I'm in that area. But yeah, man, you got any questions for me? Anything you want to talk about particular?
Um, Nothing really. How do you feel about the Phoenix Suns?
I think right now I haven't really followed sports. Yeah, I haven't followed sports. I'm doing a sports show and I haven't followed sports. um, I haven't really followed basketball too much. Part of that goes to, and I think there's a lot of fans are like that. You could call me a bit of a fair weather fan. I'm old school Knicks. I go back to the Patrick Ewing era. Charles Oakley is one of my favorite players of all time, if you know who those guys are. And they haven't, with the exception of 1 or 2 years, the Knicks have not been remotely good in the last 20 to 25 years. They've literally been the laughing stock of the league, to the point to where I want to say up until this past season that it was literally known across the league as nobody wanted to come to the Knicks because nobody wanted to deal with the kind of failure we were dealing with. And it was sickening. And it made it unbearable for me to watch. I mean, NBA is what, 80 something games, and the Knicks are winning 17 to 25 games. And it's unacceptable, especially that long a drought. I know it happens, but in the New York area, we get spoiled quite a bit. When one team's doing bad, another team does good,
Yeah.
And with the Knicks, man, it's been rough. It's been rough. And a lot of people don't know that before I was a Knicks fan, when I was growing up and I was younger, I was actually a big fan of the Showtime Lakers teams with Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. James Worthy was one of my favorite players. When I played basketball in high school, I wore the number 42. If you get a chance to look up James Worthy, he was that era's Scottie Pippen, silent assassin. The guy can play and score and rebound and play defense. He was a great player. But yeah, I mean, that's my background on that. But yeah, I have been hearing a lot of good things about Phoenix, to the point to where, forget what I was watching last night, but they were talking about teams they could see in the finals. And a lot of people were saying the finals could be this year, the Nets and the Suns.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome, man, because the Suns, even when I was watching basketball religiously, the Suns were a good team, but they could never get over that hump.
Yeah.
And when they brought on Shaquille O'Neal, I mean, honestly, did you think they were going to be that good? Shaquille was basically on his way out.
Yeah.
So it sucks. But yeah, I mean, Phoenix, Arizona. I got family in Arizona, man. My nephews and nieces live out there. I forget what part. Can't think about it right off the top of my head, but they're my niece is an Eagles fan. Mike, I'll kill you if you're smiling. But my niece is an Eagles fan. I'm gonna kill him. My niece is an Eagles fan. Where that came from, I have no idea. My one nephew, Jordan, is a Giants fan. I guess that came from me because I'm such an avid Giants fan. I mean, I'm kind of like sneaky. I got the tat, you know what I mean? I'm a little tatted up. I literally bleed blue. But yeah, I mean, I got family members. For a lot of you guys that don't know me, especially you, this being the first time we're interacting, my New York fandom comes from my stepfather. Was he a New York fan? Abso-freaking-lutely not. He was a avid Philadelphia fan, and I say to this day, had he have been a better stepfather to me. Now, again, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. I respect him to death. He took my mom on with 3 children that weren't his, and he raised us. I didn't like the way things happened when I was younger, but I forgive him for it because, again, you got to respect a man that's going to raise 3 kids that ain't his without any question. But we didn't get along. And to piss him off, knowing he was a Philadelphia fan, I pretty much became an all New York fan just to piss him off. And it just stuck with me growing up. So that's my story with that. But
Yeah.
now I appreciate you being on the show, man. And I look forward to seeing you. I'm going to be doing this every Wednesday night between 8 a.m. Yeah, 8 a.m. Between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern time. The reason for that is because I am out of work right now, so I might stay on a little later tonight. But when I get back to work, I want it to be fair to me because Sneaky G, man, if you ever get a chance to watch his shows, man, it's some great shows, good people. He's fun. He's so much fun, man. He's my inspiration for being on here. But his shows go 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 hours long. And at hour 4, it's already 1 a.m. Eastern time. So I'm not going to bed till 2, 3 in the morning sometimes with his show. So I'm not going to push my show like that. Not at all. But, man, I appreciate you. I look forward to having you on some more, man. Hopefully we can get your camera working so we can talk face to face. I can see you.
Yeah, my bad. My camera's broken.
Oh, no, it's cool,
so.
man. I get it. It's not a problem at all, man. Listen, this laptop I'm on right now, my daughter sold it to me for $200. So, so it works for me, man. It works for me, and what works for you is up to you, man. But again, I appreciate you being on the show, and let me see if you remember the my shout out.
Oh, it started with hashtag. It was hashtag.
Love the team, hate the player.
Oh wait, no.
Or no, love the
player, hate the team. Yeah.
Even I'm getting it wrong. Yeah, love the team, hate the fans. That's what. No, see, I'm getting it wrong. I gotta write this stuff down. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, laugh at me, you butthead. It's love the fans, hate the team. I appreciate you, bud, and I look forward to talking to you soon.
Yeah, thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Hey, same here, buddy. Thanks.
No problem.
Let's get them on, boys. Michael.
What's up? How you doing?
Good, man. What's up?
Nothing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired today, but I remembered you were doing a show. I'm like, let me come on for a little bit, and
I appreciate the love, man. I really do, man.
But man, it's rough. I just realized I'm not going to be able to be watching Sneaky anymore once I go back to school. I'm going back full day soon, and it's going to be upsetting, but I'm not going to be able to.
You know what though? Think about it. It's only a couple more months. Then you'll have all summer.
Yeah, he was just saying today, like I was thinking about our show. I'm like, Saturday, like he said now I don't want to say too much on the air, but he sent us a text today. And I didn't realize how much I feel like stressful this show is going to be until what he said today. I have to talk to him. Like, I don't know. We're doing our Saturdays. Like, I always do stuff on Saturday nights, but now.
Yeah, that's why I told you guys right off the bat, man. Weekends are for the family with me, no matter what.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, once the summer hits, I'm always in my pool, and
there you go.
Hopefully, I can commit to this. So I have to, I got school.
Hey, man,
when I start doing my stuff with sports, I get distracted from school. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you, and I appreciate that, dude. Listen, there ain't nothing more important to young guys like you than school right now. My son has a couple more months left of his senior year, and I'm so proud of him. He's going to he for now he's going to forego college. He wants to take up a trade school. He wants to do he wants to be a mechanic. He wants to do high performance. He's a big Mopar guy, so he's in the Dodge, which I'm very, very upset about because I'm a Ford guy. But he does have a Mustang. He's got his first car. He got it a couple weeks ago. He's got a 40th anniversary Mustang. It's a 6-cylinder, which was the only way he could get it because my wife was having no way she wanted him to get a sports car. But that's what we went with. So he's happy. She's happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy right now. So. And again, I'm not big on it. I've never really been a sports car guy. Like if I had to say a dream car, and I know it's way out of reach, but you know what? At the same time, nothing's really ever out of reach. You know what I mean? That's what I call dreams. You got to reach for something, right? So if I had to pick a dream car, it would be probably a McLaren F1. I love the McLaren. It's a great car. But if I'm speaking a little more my price range, I'm definitely going a Ford F-150 Harley Davidson edition. That's my thing, man. I've loved the Harley edition since I want to say 1990. Every year the Harley editions come out. They're so nice, man. Even my daughter now has gotten into the Ford Broncos, the new Broncos that are out there. They're pretty nice. I like the old body look, but
my dad.
The new ones are pretty nice though.
My dad has a Ram.
Oh, does he? Listen,
yeah.
I don't hate Dodge. The only problem I've ever had or heard about with Dodge is that they've for years have had issues with brakes, brake lines, stuff like that. But from what I've seen and what I know, I used to work for a company where the company vehicle was a Dodge Ram, it was a 1500, and I never had a problem with it. I got to say it was a really good vehicle for, I do survey work and construction work. So it was a really good vehicle. I had no complaints about it at all. So I would go out and buy a Dodge if I saw fit. But again, I'm a Ford guy. My first ever Ford truck was a Ranger. I love that truck so bad. I beat the bricks off that truck. I mean, the thing literally was falling apart. It was crazy. But,
Yeah. Are you going to be able to watch our show at all, ever?
When is it?
Right now it's on Saturdays. But I'm not going to say I'm not going to do it. But I know I'm not going to.
Listen, I'm going to show you guys love
on Saturday nights.
I'm going to show you guys love any way I can. We're all a family. This is all part of our family. And I will definitely show you guys love any way I can. But I will say this. If I'm home and we're just kind of chilling, yeah, absolutely, I'll pop it on. But if we're out, like I said, weekends are usually for the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
you'll notice that. You'll realize that a little more when you get older and have, a family of your own. Because, again, yeah. I'm pushing 50, man. I'll be 50 in a little under 2 years. So I'm getting there. So
yeah.
What's going on with you, man? Phillies playing tonight?
They played this afternoon. They won 8-2. Yeah, over the Mets.
They played the Mets again?
Yeah.
Good.
We swept them.
Hate them Mets.
And the Eagles got a linebacker from Minnesota. We re-signed Jordan Howard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I thought Jim Schwartz is going somewhere else.
Jim Schwartz is going to Tennessee, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's what I read.
Mm-hmm.
Carson. Somebody just said the Yankees are losing. Oh, Gabe, are they really, dude? I hope it's not a big score. Listen, Aaron Judge is
the best team right now. The best team in the MLB right now, I have to say, ranking top 3, Reds, Dodgers, Phillies.
Yeah. Again, it's too early in the season. Like, I love my Yankees. I'll follow a little bit. I don't really get into it.
And the Astros are in there, too.
Yeah, till right after All-Star break, because that's when things start heating up. You know what I mean? That's kind of when you got a feel of what's going on. But again, the way things have panned out the last couple of years, you really don't get as big a feel as you do. Because I've seen teams.
And did you see what I said in the chat?
Nah, what'd you say? I missed it.
That's when you were talking about the Knicks. I had to say that.
Oh, dude, I'm afraid to look now.
It's true.
All right, let's take a look. Let's see what Mike did. Let's see how bad he threw my Knicks under the bus. I'm not saying it. Yeah, I'm not saying it.
I said Ben Simmons owns the Knicks.
Say that again?
Ben Simmons owns the Knicks. He's the Knicks guy.
Ben Simmons owns the Knicks?
Yeah.
Listen, the last couple of years, everybody owns the Knicks. So I can't even argue that with you. So, I don't know. Any questions for me, bud? Anything you got?
I'm not going to lie. I came on a little bit late, but I saw the intro, and it's pretty cool.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Again, all that goes to my daughter. I had the idea of what I wanted to do, and she made it happen. I'm going to see if I can eventually throw some more graphics and stuff in there. But, one day at a time. Like I said, right now.
We got the Yankees up top, the Rangers, and the Islanders. That's the next game.
I got to put my teams up there, man. That's what I'm all about. I got Jazib in the background here. I'm going to give him a shout, and I'll talk to you soon. Anything you want to plug? I know you want to plug the NFC East brothers.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be starting. Like I said, we got to figure everything out. We're going to be starting a show with myself, Positive Philly, Young K423, and my Giants own WTF. And you guys can just follow us on Instagram, and we're on everything basically, Instagram, Twitter. We're most active on Instagram and TikTok, though, at East Brothers Podcast. And
appreciate that, man.
Keep up what you're doing, and good luck with the rest of the show.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. But everybody go check these guys out, man. The NFC East Brothers. We are a family, and we are all over the place. We will be in your face if we're not already, guys. So check them out, the NFC East Brothers. Give a shout out to Sneaky G-Man, because of you, a lot of us in here wouldn't be doing what we're doing right now. So shout out to Sneaky G-Man. Love always, brother. You know it. Shout out to Fuego James. The song I was able to pick out is Fire. There's another song. Yeah, there is another song that I might use for the outro, or maybe switch them up. Make this one the outro and the other one the intro. Still debating, because the song I want to use, I'm not going to give the name for it, but it is kind of what's the word I'm thinking? Kind of not selfish, but conceited. A little bit conceited. Don't know if I want to use it yet, but you guys know my attitude. I really don't care. It's just the way I am. But Positive Philly, Michael, Love you, brother. Appreciate you coming on. Thanks for showing love always, man. And talk to you soon. All right, brother?
Peace.
All right, peace, bro. My man. Now, let me know if I'm pronouncing this right. Jazib?
Jazib.
Okay, it was close. It was close.
Yeah, close. Yeah.
If it's okay with you, I'll call you JB.
That's fine. That's fine with me.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, man. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. I caught that today. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I try when I do my TikTok, man. I try to put some funny stuff out there. I try to put some serious stuff out there. What's crazy to me with TikTok is all the crazy stuff you see on there. And I'm not knocking anybody, but I had my opinion on one of the videos that was going viral, and because I had an opinion, I don't remember if I was cursing. Which again, you see a lot worse on TikTok. I don't remember if I was saying something that was super offensive or not. I don't think I was. I really don't think I was. I think I was actually trying to watch what I was saying. But I ended up getting the 24-hour suspension, and I was kind of like shocked by it.
Wow.
It kind of freaked me out, especially
you.
Yeah, especially with a lot of stuff. I mean, you're seeing like women almost half naked on there on a daily basis.
I know.
And listen. I'm a happily married 48-year-old man. Yeah. But the key word there is I'm a man. I do not mind looking at a beautiful woman. Just like if my wife wants to look at a muscular, cut up, beautiful man, I do not have a problem with it. That is okay by me. I will not be a hypocrite in that situation.
Yeah, of course not.
But what's going on, man? What's on your mind?
Not much. I just came here because I got excited. You got your podcast now. It's good. Wanted to come on.
Yeah.
I finally get to talk to you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. I got to say, I was real nervous about coming on tonight. Again, I don't know if you called it earlier. I actually have a Giants backdrop that I ordered from one of those fabric places. And I'm going to hang it up behind me so you don't see right now I'm calling it the dungeon. It's actually my garage. It's my storage garage. A lot of their stuff is going out of here pretty soon. So if anybody's looking for a king size bedroom set, hit me up. Let your boy know. I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. my wife, I love her to death, man, but she has a hard time of saying no to her friends at work. So we end up with a lot of their stuff. And ideally, we want to use the stuff. We just never do.
Yeah.
And it ends up sitting in my garage. So. Yeah. It does become a bit of a headache, but it is what it is.
Yeah, garage is storage basically for a lot of people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh God.
That's fine. That's nobody really cares about what's behind you.
Yeah, yeah. Hey Mike, I just saw it. I didn't realize it was in the private chat. I just clicked onto the private chat. Dude, you're a jerk. That is such a jerk. I'm okay with the Ben Simmons owns the Knicks, but when you say he's your daddy, really? You want to go back to the last World Championship that the Yankees won against your Phillies? Who was your daddy? Ask your star pitcher Pedro Martinez who your daddy was in that series. Yeah, I'll stop now. Come at me with that crap. Yankees have 27, soon to be 28 World Championships. But anyway, man, you got any questions for me?
Yeah, you guys don't like Tom Brady getting 7?
Listen, I love Tom Brady. I am I got to figure out to incorporate that in there. I'm glad you said that. I am a diehard Michigan fan. So even if I have a little bit of hate in my heart for Tom Brady, it's not enough to not love Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm an OSU guy.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, my heart.
I know, but you're in Philly. That's the thing. Why?
Dude, I hate it. Like I said, I don't mind the Sixers. I don't mind the Phillies, but the Flyers, especially the E-Girls. I try my hardest not to say Eagles. The E-Girls. EAGIRLS.
Cowgirls.
Cow turds, but I actually it's surprising to a lot of Giants fans. I actually dislike the Eagles way more than I dislike the Cowboys.
I don't get that. Why? They're much more annoying.
I don't feel I get the hate from Cowboys fans that I do from Eagles fans. And I think that has a lot to do with living in the Philadelphia area.
Yeah, probably.
Listen, when I first moved over here about 20 years ago, we went. I listen. I got balls, big ones, to the point to where my wife warns me. You sure you want to wear that out, dude? I'll go full Giants garb on an NFL Sunday, and the only time I get any kind of love from Eagles fans is if we're playing the Cowboys. And I will look at Eagles fan in the face and go, "Yeah, I'd rather beat you guys." They don't like that.
Yeah, because it's everybody. I thought everybody was a consensus. Nobody likes the Cowboys.
I know, dude. It's crazy, but I literally hate the Eagles more than I do the Cowboys. Again, it stems back to the whole my stepfather thing, but again, growing up in the area and just Eagles fans are brutal. I have always said this. Eagles fans are probably one of, if not the best fan base there is. What I mean by that is they're definitely passionate.
Oh yeah.
And this is not a dig. Well, it kind of is a dig on them, but it really isn't. To go 54 years without a championship and to be as positive every year, to be as supporting every year as most Eagles fans that I know, and even Eagles fans, even the real jackass Eagles fans you see on TV and stuff, they're passionate about their teams. Philadelphia fans are passionate about. Like again, I've seen New York fans. We are passionate. I've seen Dallas fans. They're passionate. I've seen LA fans. They're super passionate. I just don't think that there's an equal. Somebody would have to refresh my memory. I don't think there's an equal out there as far as passionate fans than there is in Philadelphia. I just hate on me, call me wrong. You have that opinion. That's okay. But what
they've had more success. So
well, again, too, it is kind of a bias living in that area. So I get to see more of it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
That probably has something to do with it. But man, again, if you're just looking at the Eagles alone, 54 years without a Super Bowl, and it will be another 54 years till they get another one. They're
a couple of years.
They treat that team like they won every year, and I gotta respect that. And I actually envy that. I think it's awesome. I really do.
Should have won in 05.
Yeah, yeah,
a bit too.
Yeah. In fact, I say this to a few people. The last time they played the Patriots, and they won, I actually rooted for them.
What about this time?
What's that?
What about a couple of years ago?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's when I rooted.
You did again? Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of happy at the Eagles. And I'll tell you what, I did not leave my house that night because literally about 3 blocks down, we have an area called 5 Points where I live.
Yeah.
The bars over there let out that the streets were all blocked. You could not drive anywhere down there. You know, every local news station was out there that night, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
But it was, you know, if you've seen Sneaky G's podcast, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the picture of the Eagles fan he puts up?
Oh yeah, I was on there. He put it up for a second.
There you go. Well, the night that picture went up, I was watching the kid do that. He was doing that on live television. I was literally watching that.
Oh.
And the first thought that came to my mind was, typical Eagle fan. I wouldn't expect any less. I wouldn't. And again, as nasty as it was, as disgusting as it was, that's passion right there. Because I'm telling you right now, if the Giants win the next 10 Super Bowls in a row, I'm not picking up some horse dung and eating it. It's not my style.
What if somebody does?
They will be disowned as Giants fans.
That's exactly what Sneaky said.
you gotta go. Get out. I'm not having it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
I was surprised at that. But anything else, I didn't mind. I didn't mind the parading and stuff.
It looks like my brother, Jared, a.k.a. the man Ford, is watching this podcast because as soon as I brought up the king-size bed set, I get a text message.
Wow.
Jared, man, hop on the Twitch or YouTube or even I don't know if can you log on in Facebook? I haven't noticed that yet. I wonder if you can. I put the link up and I see that it goes to YouTube and Twitch, but I don't see it going up to Facebook. I guess I can only just run the show on Facebook, which is fine.
So what do you guys even do? So like, how do you know which teams to support? Like there's 2 like every sport.
What, in New York?
In New York, yeah.
Honestly, it was kind of like a pick 'em. Like, okay, the Giants was easy to pick because my uncle, one of the uncles that I'm real close to was an avid Giants fan. I'm talking back in the Lawrence Taylor, Phil Simms era. Harry Carson, Carl Banks, Mark Bavaro. I was brought up in that. So it was that or the Eagles. That's why I went with New York. As far as the Rangers, the hockey thing, I did not get into hockey till about 10 years ago. I have a buddy of mine that I work with, consider him a friend. He's a diehard Ranger fan, and it's funny because his wife is a Devils fan. Actually, my brother is a Devils fan. They suck. But I went with the New York, the Rangers. They play at the Garden. The Knicks, I've been a fan for a long time. But the Yankees, I can openly say you can call me a bit of a front runner with that. So here's the long story. Back in, I want to say it was 94, 95-ish. I grew up in Trenton, New Jersey, and we had our first minor league baseball team, the Trenton Thunder. At the time, they were sponsored by the Boston Red Sox, which didn't mean anything to me because I wasn't really a baseball fan at the time.
Yeah.
So I used to go to games with my buddy who's an avid Philadelphia Phillies fan, and we started going to a lot of games. I was having fun. It was exciting, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So one year, just so happened to be 95, 96 season. We're at one of the games, and he goes, I've noticed you taking a real liking to baseball. And I said, yeah, I actually have the last couple of years. And he goes, well, how about jumping on the Phillies bandwagon? I gave him the look like, really? You really think I'm going there? So I told him, I said, you know what? Whoever wins the World Series this year, that's who I'm going with. And it turned out perfect for me because I get to keep it in the New York area, the New York Yankees. So you can call me a front runner to that aspect of it, but I have seen how many? 5, 6 world championships since then.
Yeah.
So I've been spoiled with the Yankees. So I'm not too bitter about when they lose in the playoffs. When they don't get to the playoffs, I'm quite bitter because, again, I've been spoiled. But when it comes to the Knicks and especially the Knicks over the last 25 years, not so much. They haven't been that good. The Giants, I'm always going to be a fan. Have seen all 4 of their Super Bowls. I did unfortunately see the one that they lost to the Ravens. And I was able enough, again, even though I wasn't a big hockey fan, but in 94, I got to watch the Rangers win the Stanley Cup. I actually watched that whole series. It was pretty exciting. And again, at the time, I was like, cool, but again, I wasn't really into hockey. It was just something to watch, I guess, those nights, and kind of got intrigued a little bit. And like I said, over the last 10 years, I've become a diehard Rangers fan. Love it. Hockey is probably the most pure sport left because baseball has become soft. Basketball has really become soft, and even football is a lot softer than it used to be. Hockey is always going to be hockey. They're going to beat the hell out of each other and then shake hands at the end of the game. That's a sport right there.
I don't know if that's very safe.
No, it's not, and that's why a lot of the hockey players have missing teeth.
Exactly. I wouldn't want missing teeth, man.
What's crazy though? With the exception of some really crazy stuff, I've never seen a fight get to the point to where somebody was like really like hurt bad, like almost maimed. I have seen some bad penalties where I've seen a guy get, I want to say his name was Donald Brashear, was checked in the back of the head. I forget the guy's name. I want to say McSorley, but I don't think it was. Got checked in the back of the head, and the dude never played hockey again. I don't think he played hockey again. No, actually, I think he did. But he was out, unconscious. Like, it was bad. It was scary. Wow. It was really scary. I've actually seen a player get caught. I believe it was a goalie get caught in the neck by a skate, cut his jugular vein, blood all over the ice. Man, they had to clean it up. They got him out of there. Again, he lived. I believe he played again. But yeah, some scary stuff happens. And again, I've never seen anything really happen in a one-on-one fist fight. It's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a really.
I don't want to lose my teeth. I don't want to be bloody and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I saw a football player bloody was, I believe it was a preseason game. It was Eli Manning. I forget who they were playing, but it might have been a regular season game. It might have been early regular season. I can't remember. Can't put my finger on who they were playing, but I know Eli got out of the the pileup with his helmet off, and he had a big gash. And you know what? I think it might have been the Jets. It was a preseason game against the Jets, I think. I'm almost positive on it. But he had a big gash on his head, blood pouring down his face, and he went to the sideline. I guess they stitched him up and was right back on the field the next play. It was crazy. But yeah, some crazy stuff happens, man. I've seen Antonio Brown play with the Steelers, running down the field, actually go head to head with a guy and cleat him in his chest, like jumped in the air and put his cleat in his chest to step on him. I've seen some crazy stuff. I've seen the Ndamukong Suh do some crazy stuff, man. You see a lot of crazy stuff in sports, and I guess to an extent that's why they've softened up a lot of these sports. But you know, I agree with a lot of people. Like the guys today couldn't have played with the guys from yesteryear. You know what I mean? Yeah. It would have been a whole different thing. Like, listen, as much as people want to say LeBron James is the best, I don't agree. He's up there. He's definitely in the top 5, definitely in the top 3. Michael Jordan is and always forever will be the greatest basketball player of my lifetime. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is up there. Wilt Chamberlain is up there.
LeBron just needs to win like 2 more rings to catch up to Jordan and boom.
Yeah.
Build
the thing that'll always give Jordan the edge is Jordan is 6-0 in the finals. Jordan has never gone to a game 7 in the finals. That's always going to be a lingering thing hanging over LeBron's head. And again, I do not take anything away from LeBron. I think LeBron changed the game a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit. I do think he's the biggest flopper in the league. But hey.
No, that's Marcus Smart.
Yeah, that too.
Politics. That's Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart is definitely a flopper.
He's more
Absolutely. And I agree with you there. But, you know, there's so many good players in the NBA. Like one of my favorite players growing up was Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson won championships at 3 different positions. There was a year he played center because I think Kareem was hurt. He played his guard position and he played forward and won championships at all 3 of those positions. So if you want to look at it that way, Magic Johnson can be up there as one of the best players of all time.
Yeah, LeBron did it with 3 different teams.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
That's another thing that nobody has done.
No, you're right about that. The only thing, and again, you can say it about the old Showtime Lakers. They had a lot of star players. The difference was those players were brought up through the system. Kareem, Magic, Michael Cooper, James Worthy, Byron Scott. All those guys were brought up through their system. Where you got teams today that are becoming these big teams, these, you know, your big 3, your big 5. I mean, you look at the Brooklyn Nets right now. All those guys are just signing. It kills the sport. It really does.
Yeah, there's too much going on there.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's almost like there's no more pride in winning championships. You just want to win the championship. Doesn't matter how you got to do it. And I kind of guess I get that mentality of it. You know, by any means necessary, you know, within reason, I guess, if that makes any sense. But it just doesn't, in my opinion, it's weak, man. It's weak. And here's where LeBron gets my props. Because when he went back to Cleveland, they still didn't have a super team. And LeBron carried that team through the finals. LeBron was a beast among men in that finals. If you want to take that finals, that one series against the Golden State Warriors and put it up against, and I'm going to get hate like a motherfucker for this, and put that up against any one of Michael Jordan's, I'm taking LeBron in that aspect. Because, again, Jordan had players around him. LeBron carried that team. I am sorry. I think that Tristan Thomas, good player, really good player, not a superstar. Oh man, what's his name? J.R. Smith. Smith almost cost them that series. But again, good player, not a superstar. You know what I mean? LeBron.
The game was over.
Yeah.
That meme.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
LeBron's hard work for nothing. J.R. Smith just hold the ball and just.
Oh, my favorite part of that whole instance was when they panned the camera over when they called the timeout. LeBron barely said a word to him, but when he got off the bench, he just shot him a look like, you stupid ass. It was the best look I've ever seen in my life.
It was. Look at the clock.
So funny, man. I don't think I laughed harder watching a sporting event in my life. So, but hey, man, I appreciate you coming on. You got any questions for me or anything before I can get some other people on? Right now, I have nobody lined up. So if you want to hang out for a little bit, I'm cool with that. But I know my little sis or my niece, if you will, Regan popped in. Chiefs Kingdom for life. So we'll see if we can get her in maybe if she wants to come on for a little bit. But you got any questions for me? Anything you want to talk about?
You're originally from Michigan?
What's that?
You're originally from Michigan?
No, here's the backstory on that. Man, you guys are good with these questions today. You got me bringing my life out here. Okay, so I went to high school in Hamilton, New Jersey, the Nottingham North Stars.
Yeah.
Every one of our sporting teams' uniforms, our colors were the same. We had the gold, the blue, the navy blue and maize, if you will, yellow.
Oh.
And our logos were very similar to the Michigan logos. In fact, when I played football, we had the Wolverine helmets.
Are you kidding
and
me?
the uniforms were the gold and blue. So just on that feeling alone, I became a Michigan fan because I was like, wow, that's like high school, man. I'm sticking with that. Because actually, when I was in high school and I played football, I wanted to go to West Virginia. At the time, I wanted to be an architect, and West Virginia had a really good architectural program as well as a decent football program.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to go there. And I talked to people about scholarships and stuff like that my junior year, and I got a big head about it. I thought, that I was the man, and I wasn't. And I let my grades get away from me, and I ended up having to get my high school diploma through the state of New Jersey instead of graduating with my class. So I made a boo-boo, but I'm in a good place now because of it. I don't regret anything that happened in my past. It made me the man I am today, and I'm happy. I'm good.
Yeah.
So with that, man, I appreciate you being on. Please join me every Wednesday night. I'm going to try and do this again every Wednesday night. I will let you guys know if I can't get on for whatever reason. Things do pop up. But again, I appreciate you, man, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, hopefully it's fun. Thank you.
All right, brother. You take care of yourself.
You too. I'll see you with TikTok.
You got it, brother. Later. So anybody else want to get in? I got 8 people checking me out right now. Anybody? Takers. I don't see anybody popping up. I'll join for sure. Let me see. Join, let me get home first. Oh, okay, Regan, you're not home yet. Hey, Regan, you're not home and you're watching me. I feel that. I feel that right here. I'm getting that love that you're watching me on your phone or however you're watching me. I appreciate that, man. That's love right there, guys. That's the kind of love I want to spread to you guys. So let me scroll through here. Got a Facebook user. For whatever reason, it's not bringing up. I got a feeling that might be my brother, and he's saying LeBron sucks. I can't get it to play on Twitch. What else? Try Jared, if you're watching, try YouTube. Go to YouTube and look for Big Blue Ant 72. Let me know when you get there. You can text me or whatever. I'll get you on, man. We'll talk. This is my younger brother, guys. He'll probably make fun of me when he gets on here. That's that family love. I'm all about it. It's all good. But yeah, when he gets on here, he'll probably talk crap and do all that stuff. So, yep, I'm watching you from my phone right now, Regan. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. So I got 7 people watching right now. Looks like I got some people on YouTube, which is probably just my brother right now. I got Mike, the Giants fan, the one that ended our season. 49ers have signed Nate Suffield. Yeah, I saw that today, guys. What is up with that? Who wants to come on and talk about that? Anybody? Nate Suffield. Listen. Do you really want to talk about backup quarterbacks? Oh, wait. We talk about backup quarterbacks when we talk about the Washington football team now, don't we? Isn't that right, Mr. Heineke? Isn't that right, Mr. Fitzpatrick? Listen, I'll be respectful. I'll call him Fitzmagic. I like Fitzpatrick. I haven't seen enough of Heineke to give a crap. All right, people. Looks like my brother is in the building. Yo, kid, let me put up the link for you. You click on it, you come in my background, and I'll bring you on. Love this dude, guys. So glad. When he comes on, I'll tell you the story of how we've always been brothers. We have the same dad. But I'll tell you guys the story of how we came to be close like we are, because I do consider us close. Gabe, Ant, Are your shows going to be every Wednesday, right? Yes, Gabe. They are going to be every Wednesday. Most likely 8 to 10. I will try not to go any later than 10 o'clock, guys, especially. Like, if we go late today, I'm okay with it. When I get back to work, I cannot go past 10 o'clock, guys. My family is the most important thing in my life. For those of you that know that Saturdays are for the family, Sundays are for the family. I will be on every Wednesday from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what that would be where you are. I think we're an hour ahead of where Sneaky lives in Texas. So that's that. Jared, you trying to get on, dude, or what? I just sent the link. Click on it. Should bring you in my backstage. Oh, you know what? You might have to sign up. You might be doing the sign up stuff right now. So, got you love too. Yeah, you see the kind of guy he is, guys. He's a clown. He's just like yours truly. He is definitely. Listen, when he comes on, you'll know we're family. The ears, these big old things, give it away right off the bat. He does look like my younger brother. And he will talk about how old I am because I am 18 years older than him. Yeah, I'm that old, much older than my younger brother, guys. So, anybody want to pop up with some questions? Should I just go back into talking some more about the Giants, Knicks, Yankees, and Rangers? I know the Rangers are sucking butt right now. We do good and then we don't. Is he like Nick? He might be worse, Gabe. You'll get on next time. Why? What's wrong with this time? It's not cool. It's gonna make me cry in front of all these people. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, dude, come on anytime, dude. Listen, if you want to freaking FaceTime me right now, I'll bring you on. I'm trying to kill this time right now. We're almost through our 2 hours, guys, man. I'm so happy about this. Listen, I was nervous. And it's crazy because I'm basically doing the same thing I do on Sneaky's show. It's just, this is my show. I have a show, guys. I have a show on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And I'm going to figure out how the hell to connect this stuff through Instagram and TikTok and pretty much any other platform that I'm not on yet because I need a bigger family. Because as you guys know, I love my family. And you guys are that. And I appreciate every one of you. Gabe, Jared, everybody. Where's WTF? I don't know. I talked to him earlier today. Yeah, I know he's subscribed. I talked to him earlier today, and he said he was gonna. I think he said he was gonna come on. I don't know if he remembered that I was on or not. I'm not sure. We will have to find out. See if he pops in. Dave Rodriguez from Facebook. What is up, Dave? Thanks for popping in, bro. I appreciate you. Parsons the pick. It's a possibility, man. But the last I heard is the Giants. I didn't hear this. This is what I know of being a Giants fan. I think the Giants will tend to stay away from the guys with character issues, and I believe Parsons is being touted as one of those guys. I think I read something today. I didn't read the article, but I think he came out defending himself, which could be a plus. And again, the history of the Giants not signing guys with character issues does kind of get stretched a bit because clearly DeAndre Baker had character issues. And I'm sure there's been a couple other players. Eli Apple was definitely one. But again, I feel that Joe Judge could be the coach to get us one of these players and keep them in the reps. Make them understand that you're a professional now. You're going to act professionally. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I hope happens. Listen, I'd love to have Micah Parsons. Kristen is pissed that I didn't mention her. Kristen, I love you. You're my favorite sister-in-law. I hope my wife's sister's not listening to this. But Kristen, you're my favorite sister-in-law. You have a beautiful family. Am I kissing enough ass here, guys? Let me know. Anyway, let's see. David. He's a Pepper Johnson, Carl Banks type player. Dude, listen. I'm with you. I like Micah Parsons. I really do. I really do. But if you missed the beginning of the show, what I talked about was I think the Giants need to go offensive line. I really do. Yeah, let me. Hey guys, while I'm on with you now, I'm gonna go on. Big Blue Feed is on Instagram. I'm gonna get in here. I'm live, guys. You can see what's going on.
Hey, NYG Giants, what's up?
Why
Pest Post, Giants Core, I see you all coming in here.
are you not
Big
on
Blue Ant is here.
my
Maddox Johnson,
OW?
Giants Core, I like it.
Which
Once we get more people in here, more people start to
Yes.
join, we'll get started. Giants Galaxy, some great options. Who is your top draft pick?
Sorry guys, I'm being a little quiet. You can hear him in the background.
Parsons, but I wouldn't mind
I just sent him the message right now.
I'm ready to Cowboys Nation.
Let's see what he says, guys. Oh, he's lagging.
Gee, I can't wait for this.
Oh, here we go.
Sports team, Michael Spot.
Read it.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?
All right.
Not much. So I take it you're a Cowboys fan.
All right, I'm gonna pop off, guys. I can't be neglecting you guys. You guys spent your time to come on here. This is Jared's wife. Hello, Kristen. No, you're not. It says Jared Seals. Just because you're telling me you're Kristen doesn't mean you're Kristen. Listen, I need another follower, Kristen. Get your butt on YouTube. Log on. Subscribe to my show. I'm going to show love. But let me see. Oh, I got some. I was trying to get him on. Jared says, I bet. I don't even know. It'd be better. Oh, I better be. Oh, I get what he's saying, butthead. Okay. I like our offensive line. Maybe go there second round. So, all right, David, to go to your point, again, I wasn't ignoring you. I was trying to get somebody else to log on, but he's doing his live on Instagram right now, which is cool. I respect that. But to get to your question, okay. So the draft is full of offensive linemen. You can go anywhere and still get a good pick. The reason I would rather go for one of these top touted guys is, wouldn't you rather have such a solid line? And again, not to say that these guys we could pick up in the second round won't be solid. And the other thing is we could go defensive end. I don't know. My heart says Gregory Rousseau, Micah Parsons, Azeez Ojulari, guys like that, and I'm all for it. Listen, my feeling is this. The Giants don't have a bad spot to pick in this draft. I just think we should go where the biggest needs are. And right now, in my opinion, considering we still have Lorenzo Carter, considering we still have O'Shea Jimenez, and Jimenez showed a lot of upside last year before he got hurt. Carter showed a lot of upside last year before he got hurt. So I still say we have to go offensive line. All right, David, I get what you're saying. David just said, here, let me bring it up on the screen. David said, defense wins championships. Parsons is awesome. Okay, David, I am not going to disagree with you. However, let me ask you this. Are you a Daniel Jones fan? I'm going to say that you're not, or I'm going to say you're on the fence with him. And having said that, this is my thing. I think Daniel Jones, as much as I love him, as much as I want him to be the Giants' future quarterback, this is, to me, is a make it or break year. By make it or break doesn't mean that he has to, make it to the playoffs, although I would love that. But in my opinion, he has to have a much better, not just a better, but a much better year than he had last year. Because that's what I mean by make it or break it. Because he's got a lot to prove this year. He's got the talent around him. Definitely has the talent around him. Especially if Barkley can come back 100%. That's a big key with this whole thing. If Booker needs to step in, I think Booker can be a good understudy. I think Booker can be, if him and Barkley split the time, which I think is what's going to happen in the first couple games of the season, just so we can get Barkley acclimated. He has been out for almost a full year. So that's part of the reason I think Booker was brought in. But let's see what happens with that. the only other thing that would tarnish the offense would be that offensive line. And that offensive line could be the make it or break it factor for Daniel Jones. That's why I think we need to go offensive line. And again, I have WTF calling me on the phone right now. Guess who's doing a live show and you're interrupting right now? It's Big Blue Ant 72. All right. See you in a bit. Bye. One of the perks of doing a live show is he can call and I'll answer his phone. I won't do it all the time, just the first couple of shows. Hello. My girl is in the building. Let's bring her on, guys. Chiefs for life. Regan, what is good?
Nothing much.
Where were you just coming back from?
Spokane.
Oh, okay. You doing anything like just kind of hanging kind of thing, or?
Yeah, my uncle lives there, so I went there for spring break.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I don't know much about it. Was it a good time? Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
That's all that matters, right?
Yep.
So how are you doing?
Tired.
Are you? Was it a long drive?
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah. It takes me 3 hours to get to Maryland from here. That's like 2 states away.
Yeah.
Good God. How big is Montana?
It's actually not that small. There's like 1 million people or something.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming on the show, showing love. Gotta reach out and always thank you guys, because you guys are part of the reason that this is happening right now. Have you seen the dungeon? I'm sure you heard, I'm actually in my garage. My wife saw me setting up and she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing my first show tonight. What are you talking about?" She goes, "With that in the background?" I said, "Listen, these guys know who I am." I actually ordered a New York Giants backdrop, kind of like you see when they're doing their interviews.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
I didn't get around to picking it up today, so I'm probably going to pick it up tomorrow. I got it really cheap too, so I'll have it in the background. I'm trying to look for something where if you see my background here, I got all my teams. I kind of want to do something with that.
That
See
would
what
be
happens. But yeah, this is going to be a work in progress. I'm definitely not on Sneaky's level. Again, shout out to Sneaky. But yeah, this is the start of hopefully something big for all of us. How's your podcast going?
I didn't do it this week, obviously, and then last week was my first time in a few weeks, but it's been going good.
That's good. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get on because your time is a little different from mine here, so it's a little crazy. As you know, with Sneaky's show, like you guys are on a lot later sometimes than I am. And even last night, I don't know if you noticed, I kind of bugged out right as we got into the thing. Yeah, I actually got kicked off. It wasn't by anybody. I think it was my Wi-Fi. Something happens when in the middle of the night. I don't know if my Wi-Fi reboots itself or what, but it kind of booted me off because the minute I got off, I noticed all my stuff acting weird. Like my phone was acting weird, my TV was acting weird. So I'm like, okay, maybe it was just the internet.
Probably.
Yeah. So almost at an hour and a half of the first show, man. You guys are making this go by fast. No wonder Sneaky stays on so long.
Yeah, no kidding.
He just put up his podcast. I just got the information on that. Guess last night's show. Sneaky, if you're out there, man, come on. Say hi, man. Drop in. Appreciate you. So what's going on with the Chiefs? Any late breaking news, or you guys kind of status quo right now?
We've signed a few players in free agency, but that's about it.
Have you filled in that offensive line that you obliterated?
Sort of.
Got a couple guys?
Yeah.
That's good. You guys will be fine.
Yeah.
I think, listen, a lot of people are saying the Chiefs won't be back next year. I will not be surprised if they are. I will not be surprised. And I can't kill my man Brady, but I don't think the Buccaneers are going back either.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it. That's another one of those things I was talking about earlier with the basketball teams and how they're building super teams. If this year's Buccaneer team doesn't scream super team, I don't know what does. I mean, when you can sign Antonio Brown, one of the greatest receivers this sport has probably seen, at least one of, probably I would say top 10, top 15.
Yeah, for sure.
And you sign him towards the end of the year, that's saying a lot. I mean, they brought in a gaggle of good players, man, especially at position players. You got to look at Gronk. You got to look at, they also had Brait, OJ Howard, who I think was hurt most of the year, so they were stocked at tight end. Their wide receivers and Mike Evans and Godwin, and again they brought in Antonio Brown. I mean, those guys are locked up there. You brought in Tom Brady, possibly the greatest player to ever play football.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just stacked, and their defense was even like stacked, man. Them guys gelled so quickly, especially at the end of the year. It was hard to beat them, man. They were, and again, like I do believe that the Super Bowl could have went either way. I didn't think it was going to go the way it did, though. Mahomes got shut out. It almost seemed like the the Chiefs weren't playing at all at some point. It seemed like the only person that was willing to play was Mahomes. I mean, if you look at Travis Kelce. Yeah, it is Travis Kelce. I keep getting him and his brother mixed up. But if you look at him, he didn't really turn anything on till the fourth quarter. But by then, it was almost like they were just trying to get something going.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you look at the receivers, man, they were almost like non-existent in that game. It was and I'm sure it was harder for you to watch as a Chiefs fan, but it was hard to watch, man. I definitely did not expect that at all. Oh, that's right. Sneaky's on with the Philly sports guy.
Yeah, the NFC
right, I forgot
East
about that.
or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that. Damn. It is what it is. So, I don't know. But Regan, you got any questions or anything? Anything specific?
This might be a little early, but who do you think the Giants are going to sign in the draft?
Who do I think we're going to get in the draft?
Yeah.
I think it's going to end up being either Jalen Waddle or Devontae Smith, if they're available. I could see them going after a Micah Parsons. Again, it depends on how Joe Judge wants to approach the culture change that the Giants are trying to implement.
For sure.
Does he see enough in Micah Parsons where the character issues he thinks he can deal with or put to bed? Joe Judge does seem to be that kind of coach, and I'm hoping he is, because I would not mind bringing Parsons in at all. But right now, the consensus is it's going to be one of the receivers, if available. I think at number 11, I think the Cowboys are in a good spot, the Giants, and even the Eagles, because if you look at it, 10, 11, and 12, it's the Cowboys, Giants, and Eagles. I think they're on a good spot. I think there's players to be had, especially considering the fact that you're looking at probably – within the top 7, 5 quarterbacks may go. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. I think 3 for sure are going to go in the top 7, but you may have 5 quarterbacks go in the top 7. That's just crazy, especially with the I want to talk about this a little bit. I want to see what your insights are. Did you see the Sam Darnold video when after they traded him and he got home?
Oh, I don't really follow.
Okay, so it was on TikTok. His family, I guess the family he lives with or whatever, had balloons set up in the house, the color of the Panthers. And as soon as he walked in, he popped on a Panthers hat. Do you think that guy was happy about getting tossed from the Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. And I'll tell you what, I like Sam Darnold. I think he's going to be a better player with the Jets. Plus, if you think about it, he's getting his favorite receiver back. And Robbie Anderson. So he's got a team around him now. If he can be that quarterback he was in college, the Panthers may be onto something. And I know Carson, I don't know if you're in here, but Carson, if you're watching, bud, Panthers got something going on, man. Something special is going on there. Matt Rule's doing something good.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. It's really exciting, man. The freaking draft is 3 weeks away. I'm super excited, man. Like I said, the Giants, I don't think – no matter who they draft, I don't think it'll be a bad pick. Unless they go punter.
No, place kicker.
Well, we had that. We had that. Graham Gano is place kicker.
Or the one that like holds the ball or whatever in the field goals.
Yeah, exactly. The ball boy. We'll go after a ball boy.
Gatorade boy.
All right, Regan. Thanks for coming on, sweetie. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, you too.
I don't have an outro yet. I tried using one earlier. It didn't work. It's too hard. It's too many words to catch on, but we'll figure something out. I'm not going to kill you guys, but we'll figure something out.
I mean, either way, the NFC ones don't bother me as much.
Yeah, because it's added away from your division, away from your conference altogether.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get it. But again, thanks for showing love. Thanks for coming on. I'll talk to you soon. I'll probably see you tomorrow night on Sneaky Show.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right. See you later.
See ya.
Bye. So, guys, man, we're cooking through it, man. An hour and a half in my first show, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I'm putting it out. You guys bring the best out of me. Otherwise, I'm going a whole hell of a lot. So, again, I appreciate you. My voice just cracked there. Hey, Mike, yeah, thanks for letting me know about Sneaky. I totally forgot about that show tonight. I did know that my show was going to be on roughly about the same time theirs was. I didn't really want to do Fridays. Not yet. I want to see how I do here. And if this works out, I might add a Friday show to it and see what happens from there. My boy is coming on. Guys, WTF is in the building. As soon as he pops in, we'll bring him on. Jazib, see, people disrespecting Justin Fields too much. It's sad. Saying Mac Jones, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson are better. Listen, I'm not one of those people. I think any one of those quarterbacks is going to be decent in this league, depending on the team. Because I'm a firm believer in there has to be some kind of chemistry. There has to be something that works within these guys. So, listen, I'm hearing Justin Fields may be the pick because I have heard that the Patriots might want to trade up to the number 11 spot and grab Justin Fields if he's there. In which the Giants would jump back, and that's when the talks of the linebacker out of Notre Dame was brought up. But we'll see. Listen, very special guest right now. My boy, the one, the only, WTF. What's good, my guy?
What is up?
How's it going, bro?
I am okay. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. This is fun, man. It's stressful, man. I don't know how Sneaky does it. I really don't, man. I commend him, man. This is crazy. It's fun, man. This is fun, man.
Yeah.
What better thing is there to do in life than talk about sports? You know what I mean?
Right.
There's always something going on. You know what I mean? And then I get to chat and you know, I consider you guys family. You know what I mean? You guys are like my nephews. You know what I mean? Regan's like a niece to me. It's cool, man. It's good. It's fun. So
I like the I just don't understand how Sneaky does it with 12, 15 people backstage and they have to wait and wait and wait. I just don't know how he does it.
Yeah,
for 5 hours. And
Sneaky subscribes to the pro edition of the premium edition of StreamYard.
Yeah.
I'm testing out the waters right now. I'm doing the monthly. I'm doing the basic so I can get up to 10 people on. I like the one-on-one banter a little better because you can spend a little more time. You can talk a little bit more. And, you know, even when you have a few people in you know, the backstage, you know, it helps bring up questions for them too. So this is fun, man. It's really cool. Did you get a chance to check out my intro? You didn't? Well, you were out doing stuff. That's cool. But I'm going to use it again when I take off out of here. So what I've been doing is, and I'll bring it up to you, is I do the basic one, the 30 seconds where it does the countdown. I'll run that for the 30 seconds and then boom, I go right into my
yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, so that's what I did. I talked to you about that earlier.
Yeah.
And then I bring mine up. So when I go out of here, I'll just bring mine up. I'm not going to do the 30 seconds. That makes no sense. But
yeah.
I like the 1 minute countdown as opposed to just the 30 seconds. It gives everybody time to get in and get on. So it's working out so far. We got Mike the Giants fan in the background, backstage waiting to get on. So I'll spend a little time with you, Mike. Be patient, buddy. I'm trying to give everybody some good time.
Let me ask you this. New scenery.
What, the background?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling it the dungeon. This is my garage. I was telling Regan and a couple other people, I ordered a Giants fabric to hang behind me. So it's kind of like I'm at like a Giants press conference or something. I didn't get a chance to get out and pick it up today. I made dinner. I made stuffed meatballs with mozzarella.
Woo-wee!
Yeah, I'd like to cook, man. That's an Italian thing for sure.
Yep.
But my family loves my chicken cutlets. By the way, I make the best chicken cutlets there are.
Bro, chicken cutlets are so good.
Yeah, but yeah, I should have ran out and got it because it's only like 15 minutes from my house. But I had so much stuff going on. I'm trying to keep the wife happy and everything because
Yeah.
Like you guys know, I'm out. The shoulder's coming along well. I'm actually I get to start using weights tomorrow. So
Ooh.
things are going good. I'm sore as hell because she worked the hell out of me yesterday, so it's sore. But a good way to tell that my surgery went well and it's progressing. I could put my arms in the air like this. I could not get this arm any higher than this before surgery. So it's working. If this is as good as it gets, I'm happy. I can wash my hair with both hands again. But yeah, man.
So let me ask you this: did you hear about? You know who the Cowboys just signed?
Who?
Jeremy Sprinkle from us, tight end.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, my dad sent it to me. I don't think it was like a big.
It's not a big. Yeah, it's not a big splash, but it's a good signing.
Yeah, it's a tight end. I mean,
and it actually could help us if we're looking to get Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Because that kind of takes the Cowboys out of thinking about Pitts, because I'm hearing a lot that the Cowboys might be going after him if he's available.
Well, I think that I just don't understand if they do take Kyle Pitts. Well, now because of the signing, why would you sign this guy? I mean, maybe to mentor him, but I mean, I think if they know that they're gonna go Kyle Pitts, or they are really, really, really pushing on him, which I think they are now.
Right.
I think they're gonna try to sign Richard Sherman. I think they're gonna sign him to a big year deal, and because if they don't, I mean, their secondary is not that good, which is good for us.
They did pick up a couple guys who will help. I still don't think they're corner. I'm sorry. I'm not convinced they're their corners. Not yet. I think Diggs has potential, but I don't think he's a superstar yet. Listen, the one thing Jerry Jones has been consistent about year after year after year is he likes going after players, and players like playing for him and his team. Listen, I'll kill Dallas because it's not my team, but I will say when a team is doing well, the Eagles are crap right now. They're just crap. They're not even. How can I put it without being disrespectful to the Eagles? Because again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful as much as I hate the Eagles. They're going to be non-existent this year. I don't think they're going to go 0-17. I think they're going to squeak out. I think they'll squeak out 4 to 5 wins. I really believe that, and they may even get a win or two in our division. Because let's face it, doesn't matter how good you are in our division. Our rivalries are second to none. I don't care. Even last year, with as bad as all the teams were, all of our interdivision rival games were good. They were good games. Yeah. Even the blowout games when the Cowboys blew the Eagles out, it was still a good game. It was still a watchable game.
Yeah.
So I'm proud to say that, with the exception of the Eagles, and again, it's no shot at you Eagles fans and Eagles in general, but I think the NFC East is coming back, man. And I think we're coming back strong, especially this year.
Listen, I think I agree with what you said. I can't see the Eagles. I mean, I think we'll be one of the most competitive divisions. Now the Seattle, Los Angeles, if everybody stays healthy, I think that's an NFC West. I don't know. But if everybody stays healthy in that division, I think that could be a top one with the Cardinals too. I mean, 3 good teams, kind of 4 if the 49ers stay healthy. But like you said, I think every division is not going to have a couple good years.
Right.
It happens to everybody. And I made a TikTok today about it was like Zone said that our logo is not what we take, which is W's. And I was like, now if we want to talk wins and losses, and if we really want to talk losses, we can talk to the Eagles. But we're gonna keep this on track. I mean, what were the Eagles?
I'll keep quiet. The Giants have taken a lot of losses in the last 5 to 7 years.
I should look that up. You guys won the division in 2016. You guys played great 2016.
Yeah, but then Odell decided to lick his fingers before catching passes, and it didn't work out.
Is that the year you guys had him?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you guys draft him?
What's that?
Did you guys draft Odell?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. We drafted him 2014.
Oh wow.
I think so. No, has he been in the league? Yeah, he's been in the league that long already. No, I don't.
I think it was 2015.
You might be right. Now you got me thinking. Yeah, I think it was 15. Yeah, and 16 we made. Yeah. You're right. So, I mean, do I miss Odell? Absolutely. I'm tired of talking about him. I mean, I'll talk about him now because we're kind of bringing it into the discussion.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily an Odell Beckham discussion. However, I think the Giants did him wrong. I think what Dave Gettleman did is blasphemous. I think it's the dumbest move he made. Of all the dumb things Dave Gettleman has done,
that's a lot.
He should have just traded him away before signing him to that contract. That contract killed us for 2 more years.
Oh, because that kicked into you guys too.
We got hit in our cap with that for 2 more years after he was gone.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't know that.
So that's the part where I can see people saying that the Giants didn't win the trades. As far as the players and the compensation we got back, we won. But as far as money and being able to sign players, we were dead ass for 2 years. We couldn't get nothing done. That's why I think they're spending money this year. I mean, John Mara's press conference was top notch for me. He brought up the fact that he's been pissed off the last couple of years because of what's been going on. And again, with the new regime that the Giants have, you got to kind of, get into that a little bit. But I'm with him, man. I'm tired of it too. And he knows the fans are pissed. That's the one thing I like about John Mara is, and I think most owners do it, they listen to their fans to where it sets in the back of their heads. They'll sit there and tell you the fans don't make the decisions. Let me tell you something. If you're not giving your fans a product to put out, a decent product out on the field, they're not going to come. You'll have your loyalists like me that'll go to every game we can, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people that get pissed off and go, I'm just not going. It's not worth me going. And that ends up costing them guys. So, yeah, the fans are back here. And John Mara brought that up, that, the fans were a big part of why he was so tired of the losing, because he got tired of hearing us say, what the hell? What are we doing? Let's do something.
Yeah.
So, and rightfully so. Like I said, these guys make the number. Odell was the 12th pick in 2014. Okay, so it was 2014. Thanks, Mike. I'll bring you up in a minute, man. I appreciate that. I see you. I see that smiling face. So, all right, WTF. Let me get you out of here because I got about a little over 15 minutes left in the show. I'm not sneaky. I am not extending this any further. If I go a little bit over, that's fine. But I want to give Mike a little bit of my time too, and I appreciate you, brother. Like I said, you're not a friend. You're not just a friend. You're not a fan. You're a family member, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, listen, to everybody who's watching, and even if you're not watching, you're missing out. You are missing out. But like I said, the first show you did, I'm excited for you, and I can't wait for more. I can't.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. This is the first official show. That last one we did was kind of like a rough draft. Yeah, exactly. This is even still a practice. You know what I mean? Things are going to get better, guys. I think things will get better. But again, man, I appreciate you, man. I got nothing but love for you, bro. And I'll probably see you tomorrow night. But on this show, I'll see you next Wednesday, hopefully.
See ya.
All right, bud. Take care. God, I love these guys, man. Let me bring on my guy, Mike. My little bit of info in the background. I appreciate you, brother.
How are you, man?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Enjoying the show so far?
Oh, yeah.
Good, man. I'm happy. I'm here for you guys, man. You guys you guys are the ones that pushed me and helped me want to do this, and Sneaky's the one that pushed me over the edge, man. So I appreciate all you guys. You guys will always get my support and my love, man. I can't tell you how much it means to me that you guys made me feel this good that I'm going to come on here and put my ugly mug on here every week for you guys.
Yeah, hopefully we can start our soon, but we'll see.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I really am, man. Looking forward to supporting you guys and having a good time like we have in here. So, anything you want to bring up? Any questions you got for me?
Yeah, I just saw today the guy who was you know that guy who was the football player. He sat with the special need kid at lunch. When he was in school. There was special needs in school. His name was Travis Rudolph. He was playing
he got charged with murder. He murdered somebody.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know he played for the Giants. I never knew that.
I think he had 1 year here. He played. I remember him catching a couple passes. I don't remember if he played during the regular season. I remember seeing him in the preseason. I don't recall him playing in the regular season. He might have. But yeah, I do remember him being on the team for, I believe it was just 1 year.
I never knew that.
Yeah, dude, I read that this morning, and a lot of the outlets that were bringing it up were saying Giants player. They weren't saying former, and I'm going, what? This dude hasn't been on a team in a while. So I went and
he got
looked
injured with Miami, I think. He went to Miami after our team, after he left our team, and he got injured. So, and then he did what he did.
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, dude. Did they say what he did? Like exactly what he did?
I didn't see anything. It just says first degree for a murder for now.
First degree murder is not a joke. That's pretty much premeditated. That means he intentionally killed somebody. Like he meant to kill that person. That's crazy.
I don't know.
That's as bad. Well, it's not as bad, but that ranks up there with DeAndre Baker going to a party he knew he shouldn't have been at. Now I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's crazy how Dunbar is still on the. I think he signed with somebody today. I mean, he signed with another. With the Lions.
Yeah, I believe that whole situation with Dunbar was that he was basically as innocent as. The only thing he can get accused of is he's the one that brought Baker to that party. Like he knew they were going to that party.
I think for Baker, I think there's evidence. I think there's like recordings of him. He actually did it. I guess that's why. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that.
Okay, we can speculate on that, but I believe the final charges were that there were no charges. So I don't know if they settled. I don't know if he really did it and he returned the items. All I know is it was originally brought out that he stole, I think it was over $20,000 worth of jewelry, some electronics maybe, and I can't remember if they said there was a fight or something, but again, it was just basically a young player, two young players in this situation, being at the wrong place at the wrong time. The thing that made them responsible was they should have known better. You are an NFL player. You are the top of the line, the cream of the crop, and then you're going to jeopardize your career by going to a party. You want to have a party? Have it at your own house. Have your mates over. That's a party.
Hey, we have all these people, struggling now. Hey, how many people want to be in their position, making all that money and providing for their family, providing for their community?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's a shame when you see that kind of stuff too, man, because, I'm still, I know it was a long time ago, man, but I'm still shocked about the whole Steve McNair thing. Like the dude got shot, was a great quarterback in the NFL. From what I read about him, he was a great person overall, did a lot of charity work. And next thing you know, you hear he gets gunned down. I mean, here's something that shocked me over the weekend too, like not sports related, but entertainment related. This thing that's going on with DMX.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Like,
I think he went in coma. I think he did the overdose. I don't know.
He's officially, I don't know if I can say officially, but there have been reports out there that he's basically brain dead. And to me, that's, they have him on life support, which pretty much means that the chances of him surviving are slim to none.
If you're brain dead, you're done pretty much.
Yeah, he's basically comatose. Like the machine is doing all his life. And it's sad too, because, the guy had a lot of kids, but from what I understand, he took care of them. he did some jail time. Like he made some mistakes, but man, he put out some good music. And even if you just follow him and listen to his prayers that he did on a lot of his albums, man, there's some legit prayers, man, some good stuff. I'm not trying to get all religious here, but DMX, man, was probably one of my favorite rappers. And I'm not a fan of today's rap. I think a lot of the beats and music that come out with today's rap is really good. It's cutting edge. It's really good. I'm not cool with all the mumble rap. Some of it sounds okay if you can get the words. Like my son hates me for this, but a rapper that I kind of like, I love his beats, and I kind of like. It's. I probably shouldn't like him. I like 6ix9ine. I know a lot of people hate that. I like his music because even though it's similar, not exactly, but it's similar to the mumble rap to the point to where a lot of his songs are not necessarily lyrics, but they're noises, I guess you can say. I don't know. When I listen to not all of his music, because there's some stuff on it I just not for me, but like. And when you think about like some of the names of the songs and you research it, it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting stuff. But I guess you could say I'm kind of a fanboy of Tekashi 6ix9ine. I can't believe.
Hey, we'll see how long he's gonna live. To be honest.
Yeah, apparently, if you ever get a chance, they did that special on him on I think it was Showtime, and it's called Supervillain. If you guys get a chance to watch it and you want to see kind of what happened with the whole Tekashi 6ix9ine thing, how he started, where it went to, how things got escalated, and how he ended up snitching and stuff like that. And I gotta say this, I kind of feel for the dude, and I'm not big on snitches. Like to me, I don't know if it's an Italian thing, but you kids today call it snitching. We call it rats. I don't like rats. But having said that, if my family is on the line and what happens to my family, and the only way for me to save my family is to rat or to snitch, I'm singing like a bird.
Yeah, I mean that's
people don't trust me with your life, because if it's your life or my family, I'm sorry, but you got to go. That's just the way I am. My family comes first. I live for my family and myself, of course. This pretty face, but that's just the kind of dude I am, man. That's how I was brought up, man. Family first, bro.
If it was a gang, I'll kind of be. I don't know. I mean, if it was between family and a gang, I mean, if I snitch on a gang, they're gonna come and kill my family. But I don't know. I'll be very scared to say anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've known a lot of gang members. I know a lot of gang members now.
Mm-hmm.
I know where a lot of gangs are. I won't talk about it because it's not my lifestyle. I don't live that life. I understand that life because I've been around it.
Yeah.
I get it, man. I get it. I won't knock gangs. I will not knock gangs. It's their family. I get it. But I'll tell you this. It's not the life for me.
I mean, that's true.
Because they'll tell you just like I just told you. If it's me or my family, I'm snitching, bro. Mm-hmm. Call me Tekashi Jr. I'm snitching. That's just me, though. So, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy the way the world's going today, and not just in sports. I mean, this is the best time of year for sports for me. You got baseball starting, hockey's kind of mid-season, basketball's getting close to the stretch. And football is right around the corner, man. They're not going to 3 weeks from now, bro. 3 weeks from tomorrow.
I always love watching the draft. I mean, I don't know. No matter what team they get draft, it's always fun to see the family.
It might be hard for me. I'm definitely going to do a show the night before the draft. We're going to talk. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk predominantly draft. So tune in. Everybody that's still on, tune in. We're going to talk about the draft for sure. But the next night on Sneaky's show, I don't know how productive I'm going to be because I'm going to be glued to the TV. I know Sneaky's going to be doing his show with reports of what's going on in the draft. But draft time, I'm usually at the bar, and I'm going to shout out this bar because it's not just a bar. It's the 1911 Smokehouse in Trenton, New Jersey. You want to talk some good barbecue, people? Check it out if you're in the area. So what we do is my buddy Mike and I get a couple of our Giants fan friends, and we usually rent the upstairs, watch it on a big screen TV, and go watch the draft there. With COVID, we're probably not going to do that this year. We didn't get to do it last year because of COVID, but I'm going to be glued to my TV, man. The draft is so special and so important to me. Real quick, I got about 5 minutes left in the show. My son and I, for a lot of you guys that don't know, I think some of you do, before the Giants, well, even after the Giants changed their stadiums, my son and I used to go to their draft party. Talk about a fun time, man. We used to get to go in the locker rooms and go on the field and catch some balls and just have a good time, meet players and stuff. And it was really inexpensive, and it was so much fun, man. My son loved it. And we try and get to the training camps and stuff up there now at MetLife. But yeah, it was just such a good time. And then right at the draft, used to watch the draft there on the big screens and in the locker room stuff. It was a good time, man. And the draft is just so special to me. Back a few years back when they had the draft in Philly, my son and I went to it. That was fun. That was an experience. I try to give my son every experience that I didn't get when I was growing up. We went to the Giants last parade after the Super Bowl. That was awesome. It was a great day in New York City.
New York. Until I go to Giants. I never went to a Giants game yet. I was gonna go up here in Washington, but that time I was gonna go the time that the Giants blew them out, but they said it was gonna snow. So
I remember that. The MetLife Stadium is phenomenal, man, and I love the tailgate parties before the game, man. There aren't many better tailgaters out there than Giants fans, man. The Jets fans may rival us in that aspect of it, but the Giants can throw a nice tailgate party. I'll tell you that right now.
I was planning to come up there. I mean, of course, like since I graduated last June, I was gonna come there for I have some family up there. We're gonna move up there, and then I was gonna go to training camp and a game at least, whatever game.
Yeah,
it was all right.
I'm definitely looking to get back to training camp, but I got like 3 more minutes left in the show, man. You got any other questions for me? Anything you want to bring up before I log off?
Hopefully David Gettleman doesn't screw up. Hopefully, I mean, it's hard with these college players. I mean, we want these players, but we'll see, It'll
be fun to watch, man. Like I said, with this draft coming up, the Giants really, really can't. I mean, they can, but really can't have a bad pick this year. I think we're in a really good spot. I think the free agency helped us out a lot, and I think we're going to be good, man. I think this is going to be fun. This is actually going to be a little more relaxing than it is on a normal draft year when we really, really need players. But I think this is going to be fun this year. I think it's going to be relaxing, and it's going to be a good time, man. But
we'll see. I mean,
good.
We'll see. Well, I mean, we got everything. I mean, we have backup. We have already a backup QB already. So
yeah, Sam, we're good there.
I mean, I wonder what's gonna go with Bridgewater. I was feeling like he might go to Jackson. I mean, even though you might be drafting Trevor Lawrence, he might go to Jacksonville or maybe Denver. Maybe Denver. I think Denver is a good spot.
Yeah, I think Teddy Bridgewater is a good backup. I don't see why not.
Maybe.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on the show, brother.
Yeah.
I'm out of here in like 2 minutes, but I appreciate you. Hope to see you next Wednesday. I will most definitely be on Sneaky Show tomorrow night. But again, man, thank you so much for coming on my first show. Look forward to seeing you much more, man. All the love in the world to you. Thanks, brother.
I'll come on tomorrow. Hopefully I'll come on tomorrow. We'll see.
All right, brother. I'll see you tomorrow then.
All right, see you.
Have a good night. That's it, guys. That's the show, man. We got just under 2 minutes, just a minute and a half, actually. Appreciate you guys all coming on. Thank you so much. Like I said, man, hashtag love the fans, hate the team. It's all good, man. Agree to disagree. Nothing wrong with that. Listen, we're not all perfect. We're not always going to be right. Don't be afraid to say, my bad, I was wrong, guys. If I can leave you with anything tonight, don't be afraid to admit when you're wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. And another thing, people are afraid of the word ignorance. Again, this is off topic with sports, but just something to leave you guys with. Ignorance is not a bad word. It's not. Ignorance is the act of not knowing. Just means you don't know something, and that's okay, because we can all learn something new. I always live by, you can learn something new every day, and I'll tell you what, I do learn something new every day, guys. It's been fun today, guys. It's been a great show. Great first show. I just can't believe how quickly 2 hours has gone by. Again, thank you to Sneaky. Thank you to Fuego James for letting me use your music. Thank you to you guys for coming on the show. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night if you're going to be on Sneaky Show. If not, I will see you guys either next Tuesday on Sneaky Show or Wednesday right back here for episode 2 of Sports Made with the Godfather. Big Blue Ant, I'm out of here. Love you guys. Peace.
What's happening? What's happening? What's up? What's happening? What's happening? What's up? Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, what's up? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, you know we about to turn up. Switch the road to burn up. A couple partners leaning, we double cup the syrup. Ain't no trouble about the